All right, and welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. Today we got our preview and predictions for WWE Fastlane 2019. Um, Not expecting too much from this show as WrestleMania is, right around the corner. So the show does seem fairly predictable. So if you're in the live chat or if you're in the comments section down below, um, let's run down our predictions. This is going to be in Cleveland. Hello. Hello, everyone who's joining us now. This is going to be in Cleveland at the Quicken Loans Arena. Um, 9 matches scheduled here, which is decent. Um, a lot of tag team matches on this show. We got 3 tag team title matches and a regular tag and a 6-man tag. So I didn't do a news video this week with Roman Reigns returning, Batista returning. Tommaso Ciampa is going to be out of Takeover. He did have neck surgery a couple days ago now. So that sucks because Ciampa is one of my favorites. Sucks to see a man go down right before a big show like NXT Takeover WrestleMania weekend. That kind of sucks. Um, yeah, this does seem like a fairly predictable show, but I don't really see much happening en route to WrestleMania. So everyone in the chat, let's start off on the pre-show. We got 2 matches scheduled. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. Um, these guys are better than the pre-show, and hopefully they tear it up. It's demoralizing being on the pre-show. Rey Mysterio will be my pick, and then the New Day versus Nakamura and Rusev. Um, Not much there. Rusev's unhappy, ranting on Twitter, and I'm gonna pull for the New Day on that one. We got the Revival defending the tag titles against Aleister Black and Ricochet, as well as Chad Gable and Bobby Roode for the Raw tag titles. Um, I, I I like that these NXT recent call ups are being used properly, but you look at the other call ups before that, Heavy Machinery, EC3, Lacey Evans, they really haven't done anything with them. But so this recent group of call ups with Ricochet, Black, Gargano, and Champa, it seems like they're pushing these guys strong. I wouldn't be surprised if Black and Ricochet take the titles, but Revival's going to be my pick. I think they need a win here, a big win on a pay per view like this. Um, Next, we have the SmackDown Tag Title match: the Usos versus the Miz and Shane once again. Um, this is the Miz's hometown, and I feel like the Miz is going to turn here tonight. Usos retain the titles, and the Miz snaps in front of his father, in front of his hometown, and takes out Shane McMahon. Next up for the SmackDown Women's title, Asuka versus Mandy Rose. This is going to be similar to the Elimination Chamber with Ruby Riott, Ronda Rousey. Asuka's going to make quick work of Mandy Rose. Weird heading into Mania. I feel like Asuka's going to be on the pre-show of Mania, and that's going to probably suck. But they have really done nothing for the SmackDown women at this point, with Becky and Charlotte both going on Raw. The Shield versus Corbin, Lashley, and McIntyre. They need to split these three guys up as soon as possible. 'Cause, people really have high hopes for McIntyre. Lashley can do it on his own, and Corbin, this gimmick just doesn't suit him. Um, Easy win for the Shield. Easy prediction there. Daniel Bryan defending the WWE Championship versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens also returned. Was it this past week or 2 weeks ago now? So we got a lot of guys returning, and Luke Harper also returned, I believe, last night. So that's pretty crazy. I'm wondering if they're gonna do some Rowan and Harper, and they help Daniel Bryan retain. Bryan's my pick here to retain, anyways. It kind of sucks for KO coming back in a WWE title match and kind of having to lose the first night back. But, you know, I'm big on this Daniel Bryan thing. I want to see him do well. I want to see him, win. You don't see many heels going into Mania and retaining. Then we have the women's tag team title match between the Boston Hug Connection and Tamina and Nia Jax. I really don't see him taking the titles off of Sasha and Bailey this quick. Again, another easy pick for Sasha Banks and Bailey. And what I believe will be the main event, Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. This storyline has gone completely off the tracks with Becky being fired or suspended or whatever, and then she's brought back, and Charlotte replaces her, and then Ronda drops the title in the ring. And now we're bringing Becky back. Becky never even really left. She's been on the crutches this whole time. I haven't really been a fan of the storyline heading into Mania, and after this week, we're, full on into WrestleMania season, so they better pull this together, tonight and go strong with it, or either Becky's in or Becky's out, and kind of go full on. Um, they should have kept Becky off TV for at least two full weeks. But I don't think she missed a show since the Rumble or Chamber, whatever. She was supposed to be suspended and whatnot. Um, and this whole thing with Batista and Triple H. Triple H is a heel one moment and a face in the next segment, calling out Batista. Stuff like that needs to stop. And if Triple H is going to be feuding with Batista, keep him out of the angle with Becky and Charlotte for the time being, so they can kind of, go their separate ways and continue this after Mania with Triple H and Becky. And if he's, review, Becky Lynch is my pick to win. If Becky wins, she's added to the Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania 35. Any questions from the live chat? I know a few of you had left by now, but we also did have a few wrestling deaths in the recently here. Dick the Destroyer, Dick Beyer, King Kong Bundy, an absolute legend in the business, main eventing WrestleMania 2 versus Hulk Hogan. I just want to kind of run down King Kong Bundy here. That was a huge, huge moment for Bundy. I'm sure he did the job, but that was Bundy getting Hogan ready for Andre the Giant. And Bundy's 400 pounds. Hogan beat Bundy. But surely Andre's much more bigger than Bundy. How can Hogan beat Andre here? He barely beat Bundy, But Andre is no match for Hogan. So, Bundy definitely should have been in the Hall of Fame by now. He headlined WrestleMania 11 versus The Undertaker. Not the best match either, but he did have his moments throughout the years with WrestleMania 1 with SD Jones, WrestleMania 2 versus Hogan, WrestleMania 3 versus Hillbilly Jim and the Lord Littlebrook and all that. Beaver. He's a classic wrestling legend, and as well the Bundy and the Dusty Rhodes, the neighbors. So that's all pretty cool stuff. It's sad to see another legend go this quick. It's only March and we lost a lot of legends. Mean Gene, Bundy, and the Destroyer there, Dick Beyer. Always wore his mask in public. He did appear at the Hall of Fame a couple of times.